I need lots of help. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Here, why don't you do Q&A and I'll do this.
Yeah, I'd rather.
What? You'd rather sit on the camera and look, Murph is like, I got this cubby.
I know. They jumped on every single pedal. They have jumped on whatever we're holding.
Good morning, guys. What do you think of Mega Tree? Bueller's claimed the bottom. Hello, Mega Tree. And look here. I'm gonna boop you up. Look. See how tall it is? It's so cool. It's Mega Tree. Hi, guys.
It is cool.
It is really cool. Mary and Kim don't think it's really cool, though.
But the cats love it.
The cats love it. Ginormously awesome. I know. Sorry, I'm just.
I felt eyes on me more than normal.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. The Mega Log Tower Tree is so cool. All right, are you guys ready for some updates? Because we have a few. We have a couple. We have a couple. So last night, very late, I made quite a few notes. So let's go over the notes. The first thing is I'm going to start off with Uckies first. Uckies.
That's Ucky.
That was Ucky. Kim and the Beanstalk. Yeah.
Is there a golden egg at the top?
Maybe.
Mary, maybe if you're good. Mrs. Charles is in it.
She'll throw me a peacock egg or something.
Yeah, I'll give you something. You're not going to like it. It's a goose egg. First off, let me just get the Ucky out of the way. That sweet baby that had been dumped on, what was it? I think Wednesday morning. Yeah. Wednesday morning, unfortunately did pass. Boy, I tried, guys. I tried. He just was so anemic. I was actually talking to Dark Cat yesterday. I'm talking to her about it, and I was like, we gotta stop because I can't. So you know, gosh, stuff like that hurts your heart so much, and it just makes you so sad. So we gotta focus on the fact that the one with all the fleas. Yep. We gotta focus on the fact that baby did have a really beautiful last day. I loved on it more than you can possibly fathom. It did have some food in its tummy. It was really warm. We had a nice warm little nook for him. He was, you know, it's gonna make me. At one point, he was like doing his little happy tail flicks, you know, and he was just so weak, you know. So we're just going to focus on the fact that, you know, it died, or, you know, he died loved and warm and with tummy full of food instead of out somewhere in the wild, cold and, you know, not known love. So I've been trying to focus on that. But, you know, it's always hard because, you know, we would have them live forever if we could. I came up that night at like 11:30, I think. That was one night you guys probably saw me pop up here, just to get meds. I did fluids on the baby, and bless Eric, he helped me, and he cannot stand any medical things like that. He cannot do it. So there he is in my kitchen on my dining room table, helping me give this kitten some sub-Q fluids, and So yeah, so, you know, the good part is he was warm and he was loved and he did have some food in his tummy. So we just need to focus on that.
And no fleas.
And no fleas. So we had a good, you know, 12 hours without fleas eating him up. So I hate those things. But again, it's just a super, super good reminder on why flea preventative is so important. You know, so it's important. You know,
Yes.
I mean, I never thought these little bugs could cause such a problem. You know, we know they're awful and we don't want them in our house and things like that. But I mean, how detrimental it can be to you know, the health. And this is why we're such a huge proponent of spaying and neutering. Spaying and neutering could have prevented this baby from having to suffer like that, you know, if the mama had been spayed. So there's that. There was a little bit of our heart hurt this week, but you know, when you know you've done the best you can, it does seem to help. So there's that. The next thing I was going to go over with you guys is cabana. It is open. What do you guys think? Oh my goodness. So I know the Cam had gotten a little booped this morning and Kim fixed it. Thanks, Kim, for fixing that. The way I've got a little shelf around it. That shelf has to be tweaked. I'm not surprised it was booped this morning. So we'll be doing some tweaking. Just know that. And it probably needs actually adjusted right now from it being Kim handled. Yeah, I was trying to think of a delicate way of saying it. Who's at the very top with you, Kim? Murph? Murph made it to the very top.
Well,
Look.
he jumped on me first.
Oh,
We also have Jelly Belly in here.
look at Murph. He's helping Miss Kim. He loves her. Yeah, so we got Miss Charles coming out right now. We've got Cheerio in there. So the cabana's awesome. We're so happy with it. It's really, really, really neat. As you guys know, this was originally going to be in the cabana, and you know, of course, poor Denise and poor Cindy, after they had worked on it, set it all up and things like that, we quickly realized, goodness, this is not going to work in the cabana. It's just not big enough. So we did have to take it down a little bit and move it in here. Now, in here, it's going to be great. It's fantastic. Someone asked if it's close to the ceiling fan. It is not even remotely near it.
No, it's between the fans.
Yeah, not even close. Oh, Murph is having a look at. Is that Murph still up there?
Oh,
Murph.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he is. He is at the top of the tree trunk. Oh my goodness. So there's obviously a little cubby up there for cats to lay in.
And it's about this deep.
Yeah, it's
deep
actually
enough so
pretty.
They're not going to fall.
Yeah. The base of this thing is incredibly heavy. It's like 60 pounds just for the base. So it is pretty. It's pretty tall and solid. I don't think 20 cats could knock this sucker over. So yeah, as we realized, that was not going to fit in the cabana. That was my hope it would, but it's just actually a little too tall even. So, and you guys know safety is my top priority. So everywhere we were going to put it, it wasn't going to work. So that's okay though. I think they're happy. There's a lot of stuff to do in the cabana anyway. They'll be fine. Yes. And this is a really good view for you guys here without it's being so large and not blocking everything you're seeing like it would in the cabana. So I've had a couple questions on why you can't see the entirety of the TV in the camera. We're doing that. Bless you. Woo. We're doing that deliberately just because I don't know what the legality is of showing a live stream on our live stream. You know what I mean? It'd be like filming or, playing a movie on that while we're recording that. That would be like copyrighted and all that stuff. So I've got it to where hopefully you can see like a little bit of the TV and get kind of an idea of what's going on and watch the kitties play, but not the full amount of the TV. So that's why I've placed it where it is. And things are really fluid, so we could change it. Who knows? We don't know. We're having some electrical, you don't want a copyright strike. Better safe than sorry. Totally agree. Right. We're having some electrical kerfuffle in there. So we are working on getting an electrician out there. Eric and Allie is down here just wrestling like you can't
I
imagine.
can see him in the window.
Oh, they're having just the greatest of time. Kitty's moved the camera again after Kim fixed it. Oh boy. So yeah. So anyways, they're doing really good. It's working out real well. I'm going to be calling the electrician today. We just ran out of time yesterday. It's been a crazy week. It's been nutty.
Very crazy.
Yeah, we have been just so wild this week. So I'll be calling the electrician today. We're going to see if we can't get that that electrical stuff in there all worked up and get some lights going and just different things like that. I also want to see about putting that on a dimmer too, so we can dim it maybe at night but not completely lose everything. You guys saw at one point last night the screen went black. Debbie had come in to turn off the office lights for me and it shut off all the lights. So we'll work on it. So, you know, just one of those things that you get when you have construction. Let's see here. The next thing is adoption holds. We have a lot of kitties on hold. We're still kind of in this waiting period, waiting for families to show up, things like that. We've still got a Chew, Baby Tank, Jude and Friend, and Ludwig coming. So we've got a few adoptions coming, and I'm hoping it'll be quick. Hopefully another adoption soon, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. That being said, we do have some appointments coming up. Today's coffee flavor is campfire mocha. Fall flavors. There
you go.
So I don't even have all these given to the mods because again, it's been a little crazy. On Monday the 8th, which is this coming Monday, Junior is going to the vet for a checkup, and Marvin is going in for his surgery, or for his polyp surgery removal-ish checkover thing. So both of those babies will be dropped off. Junior, if you don't know, is a black and white boy in our office. He's had a thyroid issue for a couple years now. He's just losing weight, so we might have to adjust meds and make sure nothing else is going on. On the 15th, a Chew will be going up to get his flight certificates to go home. Yay. He's going to be getting his flight certificates, his rabies vaccine, all the things you need to travel with. And then on the 19th, this is not really our appointment, but I'm just going to give it to you guys for funsies. On the 19th at 9:40, Amy is going up for another blood work check. So for her 30-day out check after the treatment. So I'll let you know how that goes. So that will be fun. I think that's the appointments that I have. We do have a few others that I will be getting on the books. But we'll go over here with that when we get there. We do also have our super fantabulous, wonderful Dr. Darcy visit. Dr. Darcy visits for once a year, sometimes more if needed, but once a year to do an overall check on all the kitties, and just do one really big vet check on all the kitties. And so she is coming on the 24th, and I did confirm that with her last night. So so we will be closed that day while she is here doing the vet checks. And also that day I will we just like we've done in the past, I will be turning the sound off while she's here. And I possibly might be lowering the camera. I'm not sure. But yep, thank you, Terry. Yeah, I think I might lower the camera and turn the sound off. And I know you guys would love to hear everything that's going on, and I love that. But it's my time with Darcy to be able to speak to her as my mentor. Find out what I can do better, what I can do, different how things are going, and then just I can learn information from her as well. So you can understand the privacy aspect of that. I would like to have one-on-one time with my mentor, so I appreciate that. But she is super wonderful. So, and I'll see if maybe I can turn the camera on or the sound on afterwards, and you guys can say hi or something. We'll see. Yeah, I do need to have that one-on-one time and speak freely with her. And really just because with all things, there's some not so nice people out there, and they might grab onto something I say and take it and run with it, and who knows what happens. So it's just nice to have that privacy that I can speak with her and have, that one-on-one. So I really appreciate that. There's only like 2 times really in a year that we turn the sound off. One for Dr. Darcy's visits, and one for our volunteer party that we just like to have we like to be able to speak freely amongst ourselves too. So I really appreciate it, and it means so much to us.
She called me and I went in there.
I'm really looking forward to it.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah.
And we both.
Yeah, Derecho's going to be listening. Yeah, the HIPAA laws require me to turn the sound off for the cat's privacy.
Well, Kim didn't really bond with me. She was like, oh,
Yeah.
How are you doing? And then just kind of went on. And it's like, I just kinda
Are you able to play cabana music on the main cam? In theory, Wayne, you could play cabana music on the main cam, but if you did, you would not be able to hear sound.
Is that the one you're doing? Yeah.
Is Mrs. Charles for adoption? Yes, Mrs. Charles is for adoption. It would take a special person that would adopt her because of some of the issues that she has. You're required to have a rabies vaccine anytime you cross the state line. That being said, some states don't require a rabies vaccine. Ohio does not require it, but some places do require it when you cross state line. Or, maybe you're going to Illinois, but you go through Indiana that requires it, so it's just better to have it. And then sometimes, like, Ohio doesn't require a rabies vaccine, but some counties do. So there you have that. So it's just better that we do it. Yeah, flying also requires it. Flying requires a rabies vaccine as well as a full health certificate stating that the cat is healthy and safe enough to fly. So, oh, Renee, you're so sweet. Hi. You are so sweet. I actually have had a few questions about that regarding my dog, Zoe, and how she's doing. I've had a couple questions regarding her carb-only diet. One, that is for a dog, and this is being done under very strict vet monitoring. So never do a carb-only diet for your dog without being advised to by a vet. So just know that. 2, she's having a rough time. She's had a few seizures this week despite her medicines. So we have had to change up her meds actually as of last night. So that's been really stressful. And, it's really stressful for Eric because he's there with her and he's scared to leave or do anything, without, he's scared to leave her, basically. And then on top of that, he's also dealing with poison ivy, which is still not great. Like, he ended up going to the doctor and getting a shot, and it's still not good.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
Yeah. So, yeah.
What?
So Gizmo has not had any incidences since. So I spoke to the emergency vet, and they think it's, he actually thinks it's very uncommon that it would be something caused by an outside source, and he thinks it just has to be some very strange, weird fluke that it happened at the same time. So Gizmo has not had any instances since then. Zoe, on the other hand, has had some instances. Yesterday was a pretty rough day for her. So on the flip side, she's when she's not seizuring, she's happy and she's eating and she's alert and she potties and eats and wags her tail, and so she's perfectly normal. So hopefully we can just get on top of this more. I think the only other last thing I had was I've had this a lot, and we've had this a bit for someone did say, how's Jude? Jude is great. He had his eye sutures removed yesterday and doing wonderful. We've had this for probably, I mean, have you had this for years? Probably, I would imagine. This has gone on for years, so I'm going to touch on this because it's kind of flaring up a little bit. Viewers directing the staff. I love that you guys care so much, and it must be so hard sometimes to watch things at home and not be able to jump in there and do something. But we're running into just a tiny little bit of viewers reaching out to staff individually, like during their workday or not during their workday, and telling them issues or something that's happening. A good example is, I don't know, this has been a while ago, but several weeks ago, Cindy's out at the farm working. We're all here. I think Kim was here working in the day. Lynette and I were in the office. And someone had messaged or texted or emailed or called something Cindy to tell her that a cat peed on something. So we didn't know anything about it. You know, we were right here. We could have come up. But instead they called Cindy, and Cindy had to run up here and take care of that. So if we could limit that, that would be great. It's my duty to direct to the staff. You know, I don't want that to come from so many other people. Does that make sense? If I'm putting Lynette on a job because it's my duty to direct her on what to do, or direct any of the staff on what to do, it's confusing for them and frustrating and tiring when they'll get a text message saying, Lynette, you need to go do this right now. No, her boss has already told her something to do. You know, so know that. And I know so much of this is coming from such a good spot. You know, it really is. But I'll have people contacting the staff telling them that they're coming for a visit. I don't find out about it, so then someone shows up and they're like, I'm here for a visit. And I'm like, I didn't know you were coming. They're like, oh, I told a staff member. I'm like, you know, or I texted so-and-so or emailed or messaged or Facebooked or whatever, and we didn't know about it. So if you could make sure to bring that stuff to us, that would be really great. Either me or Lynette, we can both do that. But yeah, and know that the mods are there. So that's the purpose of the mods. One of them, one is to keep the chat safe. But the purpose of the mods is if there is something going on here, you know, a cat peed on something, you know, something like that, they'll contact us, or they'll just leave it and know that a staff member will get to it when they're done doing what they're doing. Does that make sense? So, like I said, I know 99.999% of this is just you guys caring, and I so appreciate that, but it gets overwhelming, and it gets a little frustrating for me because it is my job to be the director, and I need you to trust that I can direct. So, I appreciate that. So thank you guys, and like I said, I know it's all caring, but I've had that with so many instances of people telling a staff member that they're coming, or people telling a staff member that something dramatic, thank you, happened, and I don't find out about it. So it's always kind of this awkward thing where my employees are coming up and telling me something that's happening, or my employees are coming up and saying, you know, things. Does that make sense? So again, yeah, I appreciate it. That's why I make, yes, Tim's Princess, that's exactly why I make the big bucks. You know, so I can handle that stuff. So I just truly appreciate that. It'll make our lives a little bit easier, and I think it'll be a little bit easier for the staff too, just because it's really confusing if I have Cindy out at the farm working on a project, doing something really big, and she's getting messages from people that they're like, a cat puked, you know, like Denise is here, she can get it, you know, or it's okay, it's puke, we're gonna have it, you know, someone will get it. So I hope that makes sense to you guys, and just know that I know that you guys are doing it with the kindness, you know. I mean, you're being so helpful, and that's so sweet. Mm-hmm. But it can be hard sometimes when, like we've had things where, I can't think of a perfect example to share, but we've had things that have, like a fundraiser or something, and I can't think of an exact example, but we've had things where a staff member and a viewer will organize this entire fundraiser and come to us and say, we're doing a fundraiser on Thursday, you guys are going to be doing this and selling this and doing that, and we had no idea about it. We can't do that. That's not quite how that works. So you need to trust that Lynette and I will handle that. If anybody has a fundraiser idea, something you want to make and sell for the fundraiser, flash sale, anything like that, it needs to be brought to us. Okay? You guys are super duper amazing. Thank you. And like I said, you know, I know it's, you guys are so sweet, that you guys truly are just doing it because you love our kitties, which, what a problem to have. Right. You know, what a problem to have. So, yeah. So sometimes it's kind of shocking to us, and then people will get mad at us. You know, they'll come and be like, you know, I'm doing this for a flash sale, fundraiser, whatever it may be, or, you know, and I'm like, oh, we can't do that. We've already got 12 fundraisers going on that we've already pre-planned and worked, and then they'll be mad at us that we are not doing this right this second. You know, so it's kind of boundaries. I love that, Annie. Thank you. Boundaries. We just need to set a little boundaries. So, but I do like that. We must be doing something right to where you guys are so sweet and you feel so included that you want to have that concern and care. So that's very kind. I appreciate it. But you need to trust that I can direct and Lynette can assistant direct. She's done it a couple years. Couple years. So, yeah. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you, Casey, and thank you, Larry. Yeah, it does take away some precious time when we're busy doing other things or, you know, stuff like that. So you guys are so sweet. I really appreciate it, though. Let's see. Anything else? I think I was going to touch on Muddles, some health issues real quick that we've got going on with some kitties. Kim Murph is like, him is king of the castle. Oh, Murph. Who's that one right there? Oh, Butterbean.
Butterbean. There's somebody's in there. What are you doing, Butterbean?
What do you guys think? Oh, boy. Oh.
My lady says I'm not impressed.
My lady's like, I'll just eat my mama and baby cat. Okay. Yeah, him's very. Oh, now I really jumbled up the cam. Speaking of which, that's another thing. I'll get that. Aside from Kim fixing the cam this morning, I'll get a lot of people that will tell the staff to adjust the cam, fix the cam, change the cam. You know, do this. They are actually not supposed to be touching the cam. That was always a strict rule with Jackie. When I took over, I was terrified to move the cam because Jackie ingrained it into her head so bad. You are not allowed to touch that cam. Oh.
And we do. We have a note.
We have a note up here.
Do not move cam.
Yeah.
Megan and I are the only ones that should be
moving it. Yeah. Yeah. So unless, Jackie would lose her mind. Yeah, that was one of her rules. I mean, she had just a handful, and that was one of her big rules.
And the reason is this cam is so
touchy,
sensitive, and if.
Such a sweet girl.
Aww, thank you, Cecilia.
Cecilia, thank you so much. Cecilia sent a donation and said, "Have lunch on me for all you do." Cecilia, you have no idea how much we appreciate that. We just talked today. She forgot her lunch, and I said, I was thinking maybe we should order out today because we don't do that very often.
It was a crazy morning.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. That's so funny, Cecilia. Yeah, I appreciate that. But yeah, just remember being kind in chat. Thank you, Kim.
Yep. See ya. Have a good weekend.
You too.
To Kim.
Oh, now they're all, it's like the Brown Tiger Fest. Jeez Louise.
Jeez.
Which kitten, the cat crazy, I sure don't know. So let me go over a couple medical things for you guys. Muddles. Something is going on with Muddles, and it's so very strange. It's so slight and it's so almost imperceivable. It took us a few different checks to realize that something was up. Just so, it's very slight. He went to see Dr. Darcy yesterday, and we are working on that. Sometimes diagnoses can be hard with cats because so many of the symptoms resemble other symptoms. So it's going to be a process of elimination with that. We're treating for one thing, and if it's not that, we're going to move on to another. So we'll keep you updated on how he's doing. So far, he's in good spirits. He's not happy to be pinned.
No.
I don't want to be pinned. I don't like it. So he wants out of the pin. But he's being a pretty good spirit. He's eating different things like that. So other than that, health-wise, I think everybody's pretty darn decent. We have the typical handful of colds and a handful of goopy eyes. So Lynette and I are going to be working on those and trying to get them squared away. So yeah, the old goopy eye business. Who is that?
Tis the season.
Is this Teddy? It is Teddy. I think it is Teddy. So, might be Marvin. I can't remember what kitty it was. But Jelly's also having a few issues, and that's something I'm going to work on with Darcy. So, Marvin goes up Monday. So we have a couple kitties with goopy eyes and snotty nose and, that stuff.
The ball sinuses.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, I think everybody's doing good. Rosa Maria, fantastic. Fantastic. You can almost not see anything on her leg anymore. It is almost entirely closed. Yeah, she's doing wonderful. All the babies in there are doing great. Yeah. Other than that, I think that's it. Am I touching on everything that I need to, Lynette? Oh, there's Kim Kitty.
So?
Kim Kitty, you looking at the tree?
That we were. Oh goodness, you're covered in kittens. Gosh, I know you're hating every second of that. Every second.
I don't remember. It was maybe Newble. What you're thinking, I think, is Jude's eyes had ruptured and the body had begun to reabsorb them. So what did happen was it was a cleanup, and then the socket closed, or the eyelids closed. So the sutures have come out. Do we have an ETA when the littles will join us in the main room? I don't. I really don't. For a little bit, one here, one there, has been having little colds, things like that. So I've been just kind of keeping them in there. Will we be bringing in fall leaves? Yes. Mr. Marinelli's bio class. Hi.
Hello.
That's so funny. I was just going over some biology stuff with Lynette earlier. Biology, anatomy, physiology kind of stuff with Lynette earlier that I'm learning in school, and I find it super fantastic. It's so fun. All the things I'm learning. Does Alan's eye have issues from time to time? Yeah, occasionally. Katie, I did touch on the new anemic baby a little bit earlier, and unfortunately, he did not make it. Correct, Snooble. The treatment with a ruptured eye is to seal the eyelids so the socket's not exposed. It just, one, it's aesthetically pleasing. Two, more so, it helps prevent against any future just infections to an open air area. But they can survive fine if it was open.
You don't like being moved.
Yeah, I did try. Thank you. Other than that, anything else?
Oh, you got bitten?
Yeah.
Oh.
By her?
You get
By Hayden.
Oh, Hayden. Oh, thank you. What does your bio class think of this mega tree? It's so cool.
The tree of life.
So, oh, it's so neat. I constantly am trying to think of fun things for the kids to do. So, anything else, guys? Can I give us a hair flip? I need to get my hair done. It's driving me crazy. It's very long. It's very. Ugh. Oh, any updates? I do have an update. You know who I heard from? Opie. Or no, sorry, not well, actually, yes, I did hear from Opie. Opie's doing amazing, and I'm so happy about him. The family's in love with him. They think he's the most wonderful kitty in all the lands, and he's sleeping in bed with them. Two, I meant to say October.
Aww.
I heard from October. October's dad is so happy with him. If you guys remember, October's dad was also adopting another cat from another rescue, like the day before, the day after of getting October. It was very close. October and that cat and Grayson, I think it is. Grayson, maybe? I think it's Grayson. October and Grayson are the absolute best friends. One will groom the paw while the other one's grooming the head at the same time. They are doing wonderful. Wonderful. Also, my two babies that I've been caring for, Fudge and Peapod, amazing. Amazing. Have I heard anything from Shakespeare? Yes. Shakespeare's mama loves, and daddy, loves him more than the moon. They love that cat. I will say Shakespeare's becoming a little bit of a rounder house cat.
Yes.
Which I know we don't like to say that word, but it's like the common, like a fat house cat. Just a fat house cat. I know, but him's happy. He looks so cute. Yeah, Peapod is doing amazing. He's my, oh, thank you. I always say it wrong. Paola. I think I say that right.
Okay, so
Thank you for watching. We appreciate it.
this door.
Yes, just not the same.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, roundhouse cat. That's a better way to say it. Thank you, Just. Roundhouse cat.
Like getting jumped off.
Camera's upside down in cabana. So what happens when the cats can get just a little bit too close to it. I will work on that and make it a little bit more stable. The box we put around it is not quite as secure as it needs to be. Yeah, so all right, well, that being said, I think we'll let you go. I'll go try to adjust cabana real quick.
Again.
Macaroni and pickles, amazing. They're doing great. Yeah, Caleb has to do a version 2 of the box. Actually, Eric was going to come up yesterday, and fix it, and then he literally did not leave Zoe's side all day yesterday. So that's why it got delayed. They're just doing different views, Mama.
There you go.
That's it. They want you to see this way now. Cats. Chinchillas would have never had this problem.
No. Or monkeys.
Yeah, but can you imagine what if these were all dogs? It would just be one big bark fest.
That's true. That's true. All right. You guys are super duper wonderful. Thank you so much. And we're going to get to it and get our day going. Yay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Have
We gotta
a
feed the
great
babies.
weekend.
Oh, yeah. Have a good weekend.
When you get the first one, stop.
I've got to finish school this weekend. Not the whole. Don't get excited.
Yay, she graduates Monday.
Yay.
I've decided when I go to take my test, I am not letting anybody know. When I go to take my actual full exam, I am not telling anybody.
Well, no. You'll be stressed out. We'll
I'll
know.
be stressed. I don't want to tell anybody because then they're going to be like, did you pass? I'll be like, no, failed. All right. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. Okay, let me go.
Thank you, Cecilia, so much for lunch.
Thank you, Cecilia. You have no idea. That is so funny. Boy, everything we're wishing for is coming true today. I wish for $1 billion. That didn't work. Shoot. I need to wish for $1 billion because of Zoe's magic food now. Oh boy, shocker, my duct tape didn't hold. Sorry guys, it tipped because my duct tape.
What you need is cat tape, not duct tape.
Exactly. Did I buy a ticket? I didn't. I actually had to stop at the gas station this morning and I thought about it.
What
Can
do
you
want me to
hold
do?
this?
Okay.
And if you have an extra hand, will you take that too?
Yep.
I'll go fix that. Oh look, here's a ladder.
Tip it down just a little bit.
Eric, your foot's coming out the